Welcome back to the Whiskey Tornado, everybody. I'm your host, Lance. Today we have a fun video. We're not doing a review. We're going to talk about the 5 bottles of whiskey you need for 2021. Last year, a guy on Reddit came out with a list of only 5 whiskeys you need for your bar, and a lot of us on WhiskeyTube took that challenge and made our own lists. This year, Matt Porter with ADHD Whiskey has came out with another list, different criteria. If you haven't checked out Matt's channel, go do so. He's a hilarious guy. Also, the world's top whiskey taster. So we are going to do a new list of 5 whiskeys you guys need for 2021 based on different criteria. With all that being said, let's get into the first one. It is your Entry Buzz Whiskey. All right, on ADHD Whiskey's channel, he really went for, and when he said Entry Buzz, he really meant it. He went for a high proof whiskey. My Entry Buzz whiskey, or what I call my starter whiskey of the night, is usually something that gets my palate acclimated to flavors I want to taste, whether it's berries or peanuts or caramel or brown sugar. I want something that's going to ease me into higher proof whiskeys because I love higher proof whiskeys, but I don't want to start off with 120 proof whiskey. I prefer to start off with like 100 proof whiskey. So my whiskey of choice for that category is 1776. This is James E. Pepper Distillery out of Lexington, Kentucky. 1776 bourbon is 100 proof. It has great berry notes, good caramel, a little bit of spice. There's some orange spice in there. I think it's just the perfect whiskey to get your night started, get you acclimated, get you ready to taste some more viscous, higher proof whiskeys. All right, the second whiskey is your current favorite, and this is ever evolving, ever changing. This might be my favorite now, but could be different in a few weeks, and that happens all the time with whiskey. I'll have a whiskey, I'll love it. In a couple weeks, I won't like it as much, or the opposite. I'll open a bottle, on the neck pour, I don't like it. I'll revisit it in a couple months and love it. But one of my favorites, one that I am always reaching for, you guys probably already know this, is Smoke Wagon Uncut Unfiltered. Now this is out of Nevada. They are sourcing all of their juice from MGP in Indiana. So it is sourced whiskey, but the blender there, Aaron Chepanek, he has a wonderful Instagram channel. If you haven't checked that out, check it out. He talks about blending. He is just doing some phenomenal things there. He just makes MGP so good. He gets everything out of it. He has a fantastic palate. This is getting harder and harder to find. I think this is going to be one of those in a year or so where you're not going to find them anymore. But for now, I can find them and I love them. It's one of my favorite whiskeys. I go to this one a lot. All right, the third whiskey on this category is whiskey few have heard about. Now, in whiskey circles, we all watch a lot of the WhiskeyTube channels and we know what whiskey's out there. But if someone comes over and is a little familiar with whiskey but not super familiar, this is one I love to bust out. They've never even usually heard of the distillery, and it brings a lot of interesting fall flavors, and that is Chattanooga Whiskey 111. It's Chattanooga 111. It's 111 proof. It comes out of Chattanooga, Tennessee. Fabulous story behind this bottle and what they went through to start distilling there. Look that up if you have time sometime. But it's wonderful notes of like honeyed apricot, raisins, veers off your traditional bourbon path a little bit and provides something really interesting. The mouth feels great. It's a young distillery doing fantastic experimental things, and a great bottle to talk about if no one has had Chattanooga whiskey. A lot of people haven't even heard about it. This is a bottle I highly recommend. Okay, next we have a bottle to make your friends jealous. I could pull out some BTAC stuff, but I got a bottle today that just has to be on this list because I'm jealous that I even have it. Huge shout out to Ray at Harvest Market for giving me a chance to purchase this bottle. I never thought I would see one. This is a bottle that will make your friends jealous, especially in the bourbon world, and that is Smoke Wagon Rare and Limited. I just got this bottle today. I think, you know, a handful hit the state of Illinois. I am so excited to get this bottle. I already said that Smoke Wagon is a daily drinker of mine. I just love what Aaron Chepanik's doing. These apparently are barrels that didn't necessarily make the cut for uncut, unfiltered, which is what I showed you earlier. So I'm really interested to do a blind tasting with this and the uncut, unfiltered, and I have another single barrel, and see where this stacks up. But regardless of where it stacks up, bourbon aficionados who walk in your house and see this on the shelf are gonna freak, because they are so hard to get. They're so rare. You know, this is a $89 bottle. I don't know what secondary prices are. I try not to look at secondary prices because I don't want to be tempted about selling something on secondary. I usually just open these things and start pouring them before I even know what they're worth, because I don't want to feel guilty about opening them and drinking them and sharing them with friends. So this is my Make Your Friends Jealous. I mean, it's even got rare and limited and comes with a fancy medal. I mean, it's the ultimate Make Your Friends Jealous bottle. All right, and last but certainly not least, your 5 whiskeys you need in 2021 is a great long pour bottle. And I mean, there's no other bottle to choose than this. It is Elijah Craig barrel proof. It has a wonderful neck, makes it really easy for long pours. It's fantastic. So this is the bottle, you know, you're gonna do long pours with. God damn it, Matt. Jesus, why did I listen to Matt? This is a stupid category for number 5. Got it everywhere. That son of a bitch. Why do I listen to him? What kind of category is that anyway? I need paper towels. Got it all over my clothes. Damn it, Matt.